It's been 3 months since we brought you home. Records show your recovery is progressing well. It may help to consider this interview as a debriefing. Tell me, what do you remember of your time in Vietnam?
I remember everything. $25,000 men on a ship designed to take half that. We were at sea for 20 days. I didn't know a country could be so far away. We disembarked, expecting gunfire. For days it was peaceful. It felt like we had to go find our war.
So can you tell me what happened?
It was a long time ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday. We were just kids back then, fresh off the boat, ready to fight for our country. Looking back, I was naive and foolish. I thought I was going on some grand adventure, but in reality, it was anything but. They trained us hard at the firing range. We spent hours and hours practicing, and we were good at it. But shooting targets was one thing. Shooting people was another. I headed to the range first. After the firing range, they took us to the driving range. We had to learn how to drive through the jungle, avoiding traps and ambushes. We had to be fast and agile. We had to be able to think on our feet. I headed there next. We were given pep pills by the brass to enhance our alertness, but instead it made us numb to our actions, turned us into aggressive killers. After that, they'd give us a nice dose of Thorazine to keep us in that state, blurring the lines between reality and hallucinations. It seemed like they preferred us that way. Didn't have to send so many of us home with shell shock. Turns out, it only delayed it. After all the training, we headed to the chopper for our first combat mission. We were nervous, but also ready to do our duty for our country. What was it like? It was a nightmare. The sounds, the smells, the fear. It's something I